All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to Allah, King doing, pushing his word in sincerity and truth, worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. And I wanted to get into this, the devil's the devil, man. Okay? The devil's the devil. You look into history, or you look at how this man got America. Like, come on, man. You should know never to trust this guy, never to go into business with this guy. Stay far as hell away from individuals like this, Because one thing about history, and we're going to get into that scripture real quick, it says about history merely repeats itself. But actually, let's just start with that. Because I want to show Chavez before, right? Let's get this real quick here. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 9. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Okay, history merely repeats itself, and you got to learn from situations of the past. Dealing with U.S. as devil, you know what I mean? Babylon. When you're dealing with these people, man, these people are tricksters. Okay, they don't have the best of your interests at hand. They have their interests at hand. Okay, let's go real quick here. And I took out the sound, so you have to read. Something niggas don't like doing. Yeah, the history. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Just being realistic about the devil is the devil, See that? So you're getting the point. You can't trust these devils. Okay? Yep, and many other. Yeah, it's not paranoia, it's the truth. Shock and awe. Yep, who's the true terrorist? Yep. And here's another one too. This is why I label it "Can't Trust the Devil." It says Trump called him from the White House. Okay. He spoke for 10 minutes. Respectful conversation. Very respectful. First thing he told me, Mr. Maduro, President Maduro, Trump. Yeah, that's what they do. They make it feel all cherry, all nice. You feel like, oh yeah, it was a pleasant conversation, but these people stab you in your back. Oh no, they just take it. Okay. Yeah, so you see both of those. Okay, and then this brother, this guy. This is shock and awe, man. Shock and awe, man. Yeah. Yep. And captured Maduro. And the other people, they're going crazy. You know, these other countries are giving stark warnings. China, Russia, North Korea, several other countries, the UK or somewhere around that. They're giving warnings to the US, man. Okay? What you're doing is not right. You just kidnapped this man and his wife, yo. And they're supposed to be a president of a country. So, you know, that she's gone way beyond now, you know. Cross the red line, as they say. But anyways, let's get into these scriptures here. Okay. Can't trust the devil. Okay, Venezuela. And yeah, let me get into that situation there too. Because that last one with Maduro saying that he had an excellent and pleasant conversation with the devil, you know, that's how the devil's going to come. That's how the devil's going to roll. All right, let's go to 1 Maccabee chapter 1 and 28. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Jacob was covered with confusion. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them. But all was deceit, for when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sorely, and destroyed much people of Israel. Okay? So, you know, that's exactly what you see this devil coming as, man. He'll come as, oh, everything's cool, everything's alright, everything's smooth, everything's peachy. You know, on the same breath, turn around and take you out. And take all your resources, everything that you got. Okay? So this is why we must always remember the damn devil is the devil, man. He ain't never gonna change. Okay? That's how he is. Habakkuk chapter 2 tell you that he's up in every man's house. America, how the fuck do you think it was established? Blood and violence. Woe to the bloody city. Job chapter 20 and verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, that's Esau Edom. He's not going to present these things right before you. Okay? Though it be hidden underneath his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, he's holding back. Okay? When this devil gets you to complete your task or what you got to do, and that evil that he's been holding back, that wickedness that he wants to, you know, embark on, he waits till you get your task done. That's it. Boom, and then he comes in, and by those smooth words, as a matter of fact, let me get it. His deceit is covered by those smooth words, man. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, whose hatred is covered by deceit. So when he's speaking those words, it's all deceit. Okay? He's planning and plotting how to take you down, how to take you out. Okay? And that's exactly what happened with Maduro and many others. Okay? Who's gotten into, as they say, into bed with these individuals. Because they're just looking for your resources. They don't give a fuck about you. Okay, the devil's the devil, man. Habakkuk chapter 2 already said he's up in every man's house. Okay, every man's land. Sirach chapter 12 and verse 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity. An enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. Yeah, a friend cannot be known in prosperity. When you're prosperous, you got the money, you got the ride. You know, you always driving everybody around, you doing this, you buying that. You know what I'm saying? But what? An enemy cannot be hid in adversity. Yeah. Like, A friend, a true, as they say, a true homeboy, a true friend would be there through the highs and lows. All right? An enemy, or not a real friend, however you want to say it, he's going to flee when those things come. Because there's no more free cars, no more free rides or whatever, no more free beer, whatever it may be. Okay? No more of that piggybacking. All right? In the prosperity of a man's enemies will be grieved. In the prosperity of a man's enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity even a friend will depart. Right? And you see, that's how you get to know who your true, as they would say in the world, who your true homeboys are. Like I said, when you're going through that adversity, look around and you see who's there. And, well, actually, when you're up, you look around, you see everybody's there. But when you're going through those adverse situations, your true friend will be right there with you. Okay? Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, that thou shalt and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay? So yeah, you can't trust like iron's gonna rust, so you can bank on it that this man's gonna do wickedness. Okay? You can never trust your enemy. Okay? He's gonna do something to you. And remember, Genesis 27, after my father's basically passed, then shall I kill my brother. Okay? They have a perpetual hatred for us from time. Okay? That's how it was set up. So those sweet words and all that, deceitful speech that he's coming with, he's really got it out for you. Okay? This is why what's that? It's like a proverb, you never bring a snake into your house or whatever. And when you pick up the snake, it bites you, just like it says here. Okay, it bites you. You should have known it was a snake. It was a serpent. Okay, much the same with Esau, Edom. When you're getting into dealing with them, you should know. Never trust these guys. These guys gonna try to fuck you over on a deal. Whatever it may be, money, deal, contract, however, whatever it is, that's his nature. Okay, verse 13: who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast? Right? And if you're out in the, like some of these idiots, these Edomites go out there and try to fuck with a bison and buffalo and they get trampled, or somebody sees a koala and they're not knowing that those things are dangerous, and they get all sliced up. Or they see a baby hyena or some shit, and they think, oh, it's small, it's a baby, ain't gonna fuck me up. And you come nigh that wild beast, being stupid, bam. Same as who would pity a charmer that's bitten with a serpent? You go and pick that shit up, and you go, look at it, look, all in your neck, all in your face, right? Who will have pity on you? Nobody, because you're dumb. Everybody who does those things, it's on YouTube and shit. You see them go try to touch the buffalo and shit, and then they get kicked, ran over and shit. That's your fault, man. Even on the top, it says, try not to laugh. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. Exactly. Oh, don't worry, we looking out. We have incentives for you. Don't worry, we're going. No. Just like Chavez says, those are bootlicking American bootlickers, okay? That's a clean way of saying it, okay? So, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to overthrow thee, Slakia, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit, right? So he comes speaking with those fair words, fair speeches, right? But in his heart, he's imagining how to overthrow you, how to take you down, okay? He will weep with his eyes, yeah, pretending like, oh, we need to help these people. We need to help little Tyrone in the hood and whatnot. Meanwhile, he's cramming the hood with fucking, what is that, red dye 40 and all that type of shit, killing us with the same breath, speaking very highly and then at the same time trying to kill us, man. This is your enemy. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yeah, he wants everything, man. Okay? He wants everything. Let's get into another scripture. Yeah, 19. Sirach chapter 19 and verse 26. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but innerly he is full of deceit, casting down his conscience and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee in mischief before thou be aware. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. So you can always bank this man is always going to do wickedness. He was set up. Romans 9 and was it 20 or 21? We were separated. We were separated for righteousness, and they were separated for wickedness. Okay? As a matter of fact, right here this tells you to. Yeah, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. Okay? So, let's get back into this. We know that he was set up to be a wicked man. Okay? As the three classifications of men: sons of God, sons of the nations, or sons of men, which is the nations, and then you got the sons of the wicked, okay, the devil. Okay, let's get another scripture and we'll close out. But hey, this is why we scream at the top of our lungs, don't trust this man. Okay, this man doesn't have the best outlook for you. Okay, Psalms chapter 10 and verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Okay? You can't trust this man. Okay? He even made, as the scriptures tell you, he made, he made treaties with these other nations. And look what he do to these other nations, man. Look at Africa. Leocypricos Africanos. They came back, changed the name of the country. Look at China. Look at all these other nations, right? Where's your biblical name? You know your biblical name. But look, Esau Edom has managed to even, infiltrate them. All right? So like I said, look at Africa, okay? Leocypricos Africanos. That wasn't the name, before him, right? So, never trust the enemy, man. They're always looking for what you got. Okay? The Lord didn't give them much, man. They're base people. All right? And now that they have the power in their hands, this is exactly, prophesy what they would be doing. Okay? So, hey, get in where you fit in, man. You shouldn't be messing with those people. The largest oil reserve in the world. Venezuela largest. Canada's the fourth largest too. Largest oil producer in Africa, Nigeria. Oh yeah, and he hit Nigeria too. Oh, Greenland. Yeah, you want to go after Greenland. Okay. Now you can clearly understand why Trump is going after all three of them, right? And that's why he even made mention we want to take over Canada. But anyways, hey, the devil, man, what can you say? The devil's the devil. You can't trust the devil. And with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, salutation to Allah Akim, doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified, Lord willing, to the next time. Al-Badbabal. Shalom Akim.